What's up, Brooklyn Squad? Happy New Year's, everybody. Happy New Year's. New beginning for some people, a new lifestyle, a new career. What is your New Year's? Before we get into this, I just want to say this right here, this robe, y'all see? My daughter Yasmin got this for me for Christmas. See, it's nice, comfortable. And she got me this coffee mug, y'all. And I'm going to read it to y'all. It says, Dear Mom, thanks for putting up with a spoiled, ungrateful, messy, bratty child like my siblings. Love, your favorite. She's a mess, right? She came here yesterday with her half-sister, and we had a blast. Okay? She opened up all 24 of her Christmas gifts I gave her. I even bought her, the other little girl, which I call now my favorite niece, some Christmas gifts, and they was doing each other's nails because one of the gifts was a whole nail set, a professional one with the gel and everything. So we just laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and had a blast, okay? Because she didn't come for the Christmas. But she made it up. My baby was here for New Year's Eve yesterday for a few hours, and then she went back home. And the next visit, I said her and her half-sister could stay the night. So we're going to get some comedy stuff going for y'all. Because them two girls together and me, we are funny, okay? And we need some laughter in our lives. We need some of that. Especially me, because my mother passed away in October. You know, so Happy New Year, Mommy. All right, y'all. This right here is the second part of Jelani Day. Now, we saw the first part where they just basically talked about it and said that the cops didn't even have this on their radar because they was too busy looking for the other white girl, okay, that went missing. They finally found him. They found him in a lake. The cops are saying that he drowned, and there's no way he drowned. He was an excellent swimmer. And the part of Illinois that they found him in, he don't even know that part. Make it make sense. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're about to hear some things that just don't make sense. Okay? So let's get to the video. Hit subscribe, hit notification bell, come and join Brooklyn Squad. Also, go on my website, Brooklyn Squad Daily News, WordPress.com. Go on there. I got some stories on there. Please support me. I appreciate it. I got my Patreon up, but I have nothing on there yet. So that's coming soon too. Okay? I'm in training right now, working with Amazon, affiliating. So that's coming too. That's coming soon too. Guys, I'm busting my behind over here between websites and YouTube. But it's all for y'all, baby, okay? So this is a pretty sad story. I want to thank the subscriber who sent me some information on the professor. I didn't get to look that information up because my daughter was here yesterday. And y'all know that I didn't raise my kids. They was adopted. So the fact that she was here, you know, my time was with her. But I am going to look what you send me up, subscriber, about the professor and the other stuff you send me. I'm going to look that up and I'm going to do a story on that. But for right now, let's get into this video.
Here in Peru, Illinois, we've just had a demonstration about justice for Jelani. There are a lot of unanswered questions. We've traced the path that Jelani was taken. His car, we found the location where they found his car. We saw the location where they found his clothes. The distance between the car, the clothes, and his body are 1.5 miles, 3 miles apart. A lot of unanswered questions. Why would you go through the path that the car was taken if you're not from Peru? You wouldn't even know to find this wooded area. Secondly, the place where his clothes were found, there's no way you would just go there. It's roped off. It's a state of Illinois road, and it's not open to the general public. And so we don't know why was Jelani brought to Peru. And we have some jurisdictional questions. So there are a lot of legal matters, and that's why we're calling on Kwame Raoul, the Illinois Attorney General, to step up the investigation. We've contacted Congressman Rush and Congressman Davis asking for federal investigation in the murder, we believe, the murder and disappearance of Jelani Day.
What's up, guys? Robbie here. If you want to learn how to make $1,000
I hate
a day
commercials.
online
In the murder, we believe, the murder and disappearance of Jelani Day.
We're here to support, and we want justice. That's why we represent. NIU, various sororities and fraternities here.
And so we're standing with the family. We've had students here from ISU, NIU, Illinois colleges across the state. Students, you need to really organize because there's so many missing young people around this nation. And the thing is, you vote, or you should be voting for Illinois Attorney General. You should be voting for state's attorneys that are fair and just. You should be voting for judges that will hear these cases. You need to make sure that you understand the criminal justice process. We need to know who's governor because the governors appoint the directors of the state police. It's just a lot of things that are connected politically, a lot of legal challenges, and we're going to find out for ourselves. We want justice for Jelani.
Justice for Jelani.
Somebody say justice for Jelani.
Justice that many people say still has yet to be served. Police found 25-year-old Illinois State University grad student Jelani Day's body in the Illinois River last month. To this day, his campus, his family, and civil rights leaders still have burning questions surrounding his death. The Reverend is calling for the State Attorney General, the FBI, the Department of Justice, and President Biden to all get on board with the investigation. Monday, the LaSalle County coroner released the cause of death for Day, saying he drowned in the Illinois River. Though Day's body was decomposed, the coroner says it was still clear that there was no evidence of any injuries like strangulation or assault. His mother, Carmen, says her son was strong and she doesn't believe he drowned himself.
So no, Jelani didn't hurt himself. No, Jelani did not drown himself. No, Jelani did not do this to himself. Somebody did this to Jelani.
Rainbow Push, it's always good to be with you. Of course, I'm Cameron Barnes, National Youth Director of the Rainbow Push Coalition. I'm standing here with my good friend, my brother. This is Carl Coleman, who is the chairman of the Democratic Party of Macon County. He's about 2 hours away from Peru, but they made this drive to come and stand in solidarity with Jelani Day's family and with this March for Jelani Day caravan. So, Carl, I want to ask you, what does this mean to you? Why did you drive 2 hours up the road to stand in solidarity today?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to appreciate Reverend Jackson, Reverend Barnes, Push, the entire Push Coalition for inviting us out here today. It's incredibly important that we're here as a sign of solidarity for the Jelani Day family, for the push for justice. As we've been through this road 3 months now, we have not seen the answers necessary to bring about a resolution for this family. And we want to make sure and demand that the Peru Police Department, the state government, the federal government, any entity involved in this that can take advantage of the situation and bring this family closure and justice. We want to make sure that we can get it done today. That's why we're out here. We're here to go see where they found the body, where they found his cars. As we're taking it full totality, as we have not seen the amount of energy and emphasis put upon this case. As we said before with Gabby Patino, it took only 3 days for the federal government to get involved. Found the remains. They've since found the remains of her attack.
But she was white.
Attacker. Exactly. Yeah, we're still here without any form of answers.
Without an investigation?
Without an investigation. I mean, yesterday they came out with the coroners claiming that it's a drowning case, and that's obviously not what seems to be logical here for this situation.
With no sign signs of trauma
At
to
all.
this body.
Supposedly.
So I mean, we see the different effects of how justice does not transfer over to the other side of the racial lines, and that's why we're here today. Carl, I want to thank you for joining us in solidarity. We're taking this journey today. We're going to go on a couple different sites. We're going to be there on the site of where his car was found. We're going to be at the site of this river. We're going to make a few stops, and we implore you to follow us on this journey as we seek justice for Jelani Day. Thank you so much, Carl, and I'm glad you're here.
Thank you for having us. Justice for Jelani.
It's an investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation. Investigation. Investigation. Investigation.
Facts,
No facts. Truth.
sounds free.
Set us free.
Somebody knows.
Somebody knows. Somebody knows. As we are all gathered here to let the world know, not just Peru and LaSalle and Bloomington, but to let the world know that we all want answers about what happened to Jelani
That's his mother.
here in Peru. Again, I thank all the colleges for coming out and showing up. I also, with Reverend Jesse Jackson, agree that the coroner's report yesterday and how they said and worded things is an insult to not only myself but to my son. As I stated today, Jelani was an avid swimmer, and an avid swimmer doesn't drown himself. Jelani didn't have depression or mental issues. Those are indicative of someone that has suicidal thoughts. That's not what my son had. As I said, he's strong-willed. He was strong-minded. So Jelani ended up here against his will. He ended up in that river against his will.
Yes, he did.
He was drowned
Yes, he was.
against his will.
Yes, he was.
So that is all equivalent to murder.
Yes.
So I need to get answers about what happened to my son.
Yes.
And I thank you all for walking with me and marching with me and letting the world know this is a sign that we're making a sound. Even though it's not, we're not being violent, we're protesting, we're making a sound. We want action. We need the Attorney General office. We need the FBI to get involved because right now we don't have answers. And it's been way too long not to have answers. Too long.
We stand with the Day family today. We stand with the students that are out wanting to have a sense of safety, a sense of security, and a sense of closure. The family simply wants justice, and they deserve answers. This is a proud military veteran family that has served our country abroad, and we want the same justice that we seek abroad right here at home. This is now a multi-jurisdictional investigation, which means to us no one's in charge. This is why we're asking for the Illinois Attorney General to step up, step forward, and to convene and lead this investigation to its natural conclusion. We saw something in Minnesota with George Floyd, and there the Attorney General for the state of Minnesota stepped forward to bring it to its natural conclusion. And we're demanding the same thing happen right here in the state of Illinois. Mr. Day, a college student, 25 years of age, happy in a fraternity, had many friends, a very highly active social and public life, contributing member to his campus, a brother with 4 sisters and brothers, was in school, medical school, was matriculating at the proper rate, and then at 9 a.m. is the last time we heard of any sort of communication from his cell phone. 2 days later, the car was found. Another 7, 8 days later, the body was found, and we've had no answers. It was technically found in the Illinois River, which is state property. The Illinois State Agency found Mr. Day, and we want them to step forward and lead the investigation. It's been over 59 days. It's been a week since we've heard back from the Illinois Attorney General, and we're here demanding answers. We want to thank the Peru mayor and the police chief. They will be escorting us today. We are asking all persons in law enforcement and all citizens that know anything about this case to please step forward so we can let this family go on with dignity and a sense of closure. You will now, as we take this route, you will see the license is better than a mile away from where the car was found. You'll see the car is found another mile away from where the lanyard is found. You'll see that the lanyard is another few miles away from where the clothes were found, and the body was found some distance from there. We do not believe that he did this to himself. No. And in conclusion, it's an insult the way the coroner has issued the report to the mother, to the father, to the family. I don't want to recount all the gruesome details of the decomposition of the body, but this is why we're in Peru today, to seek justice, and we would like an apology also from the coroner. Yeah. No family should ever have to go through this. So, Ms. Day, would you like to say anything else at this time?
Again, as Jonathan said, when we go along this route, you will see, and I don't know if there's people here that's from Peru, you will see that the location where the car was and how they said where the body was found, where they said the clothes were found, where they said the wallet was found, where they said the lanyard was found. None of these are in a proper distance. None of these would be anything that Jelani would have purposely drove his car to, took off his license plates, not have his phone, throw away his keys, take off his clothes, and go into a river. Jelani wouldn't have done that. At all. So, since this is what they have tried to put in black and white in print to get you to believe, see it with your own eyes. Right. See it with your own eyes. See it with your own eyes and think that when you believe that somebody with common sense would even come all the way to Peru to do something to themselves. So see it with your own eyes. See why I'm so adamant about finding out what happened to my son. If I thought that anything that Jelani would have did something to himself, I can accept those things. But my son, he loved life. Yes. He had goals and aspirations. He believed in God. He had a strong Christian background. He wouldn't have dared did anything to himself. So once again, I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for marching with us for justice. Just please, please, please help me find justice. That's all I'm asking. Justice for Jelani! Keep hope! Keep hope! Allah! Keep hope! Keep hope! Allah! Keep hope! Keep hope! Allah! Keep hope! Keep hope! Allah!
Wow. Wow. They're trying to say it was a suicide. No way in hell. This was not a suicide. When they found his body in the river for so long, and they said, oh, the animals bit him up, or oh, he got this marks that bit him up. And listen, nobody, no human being gonna jump in the river, have all these animals hit him up. He was a perfection in drowning. He loved to drown. Just do your research and you'll find out more, because I'm going to do my research later also. Okay? Thank you for watching this video. Hit subscribe, hit notification bell so you know when Brooklyn Squad's coming to drop another video on your asses. I love y'all to the death of me. And this is part 2. Oh, sorry guys. And this is part 2. Where the fuck is that video at?